Everything is now everything here is very simple without problems means.
Очень просто дальше без проблем. Значит,
This is a back gear bolt and this is a lock of the shaft.
это стопор вала. Вот
That's all we need to remove.
значит, тряпка.
Rag.
Оп, 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 оп. Вот
Here he is, please.
и всё.
And everything goes here by the fifth gear. Bolt can already. Here is the back gear bolt. Here you need to pay attention when you collect back, so that there is a hole that is inside, so that it is here, not there, not there, otherwise you have to, well, or again shoot. And if you collected everything, you forgot this one, put the fifth, therefore, damn it, when you collect back, be sure to pay attention, there the thread is not here, the thread is there, inside. That's it, now we have all the bolts here in a circle and the bolts are in the bell. Unscrew, remove. For a second I forgot about the locking rings on the bearings. This is all easy and the second too.
Вот этот очень. Все легко. Раз. И второй тоже.
OP, all, order. Subtitles made Dimatorzok.
Так.
Subtitles made Dimatorzok. These are the front ones, and these are the rear, that is, they are different. Everything, now we need to disrupt this.
Сорвать этот вот.
It is advisable not to shove the screwdriver there. This pressing layer will spoil and the oil will flow. There are castings. Here in these castings it is necessary and some kind of marker, but look there, there is something about on the one hand and
О! С одной стороны. Вот.
here is another one, look, and here?
Давай.
Let's.
Оп, надо.
It is necessary already from the other side somewhere. Please, here it is not to give them neatly.
Нет. Давай тюкнем аккуратненько. Вот
Here
сюда,
is not to shove into the gap.
в щель. Так.
So, So, come on here. Op. You can help him here. For example, like this. Slowness. Here we can hear. Look. So tadam.
Та-дам!
Op. Handsome.
Красавчик.
Here it is. Karabas Barabids.
Барабидзе. Так,
So,
что?
well, let's
Давай
inspect.
Так,
So
значит,
what is here? What do we have here? Differential. Two shafts, primary and secondary. Back gear.
Задняя передача.
I must say right away, look, the rear gear has a direct tooth, has no synchronizers, works like this.
Работает вот так вот.
Now I will not show how
Let's
it
remove
works. This thing and I will show. We still need to shoot it.
Нам всё равно надо это снимать. Так,
So,
есть.
there is.
Это
This is the rear gear
передача,
switch.
передача.
Everything is simple.
Бэм-бэм-бэм-бэм, вот он, бэм-бэм. Окей. Смотрите,
Pay
да,
attention,
обращаем
the
внимание,
Teflon ring should be
что
here.
кольцо должно быть здесь.
It
Бывает
happens that
такое,
they
да?
put there a
Ошибка.
mistake.
Вот
Here
это
is
то,
what
что
I
я
said,
говорил,
a
дырка.
hole.
Вот
Here
это
she is, you see, she's
она
here.
сюда. Да,
Yes,
давай.
let's compare. I will just close this moment right away.
Вот,
Look,
смотри. Вот.
here she is, chick. Where?
Нет,
No,
она
she should
там
be
была.
here. You
Она
see,
у меня
she
тут
became
была.
with me,
Вот.
so here she should be
Вот
like
так
this.
вот.
Here.
То есть
That
при
is,
установке
when installing, so that I get
передача
here.
попала
Even
сюда.
more, like
Чуть
that.
больше. Вот так вот. То есть
That
это
is,
надо
it must be paid attention to and it will need to be done before
Here
installation.
there
Here there is even some kind of bar. And where is the thread? Everything is right. Here she is a hole. That is, she looks here. If anything, a little can be corrected with something. All it is now, then about the back. The rear gear is parasite, without a synchronizer, with a straight tooth. Why doesn't she come in? Here, she did not go stupidly. Accordingly, she did not go. The back blinks. Blinks. She tried it again. OP, and went in. This is the whole reason why sometimes the back does not want to go. This is not a malfunction. This is a normal job. Filmed, removed, op. Everything, you see, took off. As he took off, he put it. Eat. Now. That's it, I took off the back. We can shoot, so look. We have 2 shafts and 3 forks. There are usually all sorts of stoppers, shmapara. There are no stoppers here. There is the only thing here. This is a double ball. It is in this cast iron little thing, here in this cast iron casting between the 2 of these ramparts. When one is pressed, the second cannot move. He is there. I will not get it. I will show how I do. I will not disassemble the forks. I get all this BIGMAC whole. I take a whole fork, I drive them and then I put them in the same way. If you want to disassemble the forks on spare parts, take photos, see how they are and note that here in this cast iron casting, inside there is a double ball. If you lose it, you can replace with 2 balls of the same size. Not a question, it will work. That's it, now how does it get? Very easy. You take it like this for all this, as I said, BIGMAC. Stop. So, in my opinion, I unscrewed everything. So, yes, it is necessary to be comfortable. So, look. But if it falls apart, it will fall apart. Everything did not fall apart. Everything, you see? I got it entirely. Now these three forks I took, they are all inside me. This position is neutral. So, and here is a double ball. There are no more small spare parts here. So put it once. That's it, now we have two shafts. This is the primary shaft. This is a secondary friend. So, let's look. What is our problem? The third, fourth gear, it is here. This is the third, this is the fourth. Here is the fifth. These plays make noise when switching. But we had a problem with the synchronizer. Specifically, here he is. Look, and he is not yellow. Oh, damn it. Yo mine. Hey. Oh, look, what a mistake. And I flew away. No, I have not flown yet. Come on, gently, until the cracker flew away. That's all. Gently, because there is a cracker with a spring. The spring will fly away. So, here is the fourth, here is the third. Look, the third is not bronze, and it crunches. I had Corolla Versa with the same trouble. How so? I do not understand, to be honest. That is, it is factory. Look, no one climbed on it. The plant put him in the third gear with a naked synchron and a problem. Well, okay, we will understand. I have a plan of action to replace this synchron. But along the way, let's see, look, we also have this shaft. This is here with us. The first, back, second. Everything, there is no more on this corner. This is a response part from those. First, second. Look, the programs also have a backlash, but to get there, this is trindits, you know? Maybe not quite a tendent, but I never get along here, because the second is normal. The first two, that is, the first, the second, if the sound has a slightly, nothing bad. Here the third knock specifically. Bam! So, one more point, bearings. We have two bearings. Usually this bearing breaks in Corolla V. Well, not only in the Rulery, this bearing also breaks in the ordinary Corolla V. Luft. This is a thermal backlash. Great. This. Therefore, I will not touch the bearings. The order is complete with them. Everything is super. That's it. So now I will disassemble this shaft to change the synchron of the third program. This is the whole work plan. And I will remove the backlash of the third and fourth gear, so that this is not, because if I do not, over time they will begin to knock.
Они начнут стучать. Вот.
And it will be ugly.
Красиво. То есть
That is, this is not a problem, but it will be ugly. Here is even the third normal, to be honest. And the fourth is not very. Everything, we will check.